as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Throwing on first down. Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On third down, Stafford throwing deep for God. He's got a man complete. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now this one is tight end out on the right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On first down, it's Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Hall.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's McKissick, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if it's bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. In on the tackle, Jalen Reeves-Maybin. From the 41, Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. A lot of people thinking that this could be a good year for Sterling Shepard to step out of the shadows of Odell Beckham Jr. But a season ago, pretty good for Sterling Shepard. 66 receptions, 872 yards, and now hoping for a 1,000-yard campaign in 2019. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, Steve.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now Stafford. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Give him 6 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Throwing again is Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones, catch made by Slayton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Now Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can...
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Jones throwing on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Jones now throwing to start the drive. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Looking to throw. Jones. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now Jones on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Flushed out right. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. It's the Bills who are leading that one. Frank Gore with a touchdown in that one. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. A reminder, later tonight, Sunday Night Football will see a game in the NFL 100 series, a rematch of the very first AFL-NFL championship game, later, of course, known as Super Bowl I. It pits the Packers against the Chiefs from Arrowhead, and that should be a fun one. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They will run it. It's McKissick. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll go again with McKissick. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Stafford now to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Barkley. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On 2nd and 12, Jones sliding out of the pocket. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked by Tracy Walker. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Stafford. And he'll find Hall. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. The 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Hall, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for 2. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Jones now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here? Patty will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 24. The shotgun snap for Stafford. And some room to maneuver. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Stafford now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Stafford. James has it. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. And incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They'll go to Barkley again. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Hey, exit.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see fourth-year quarterback Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys as they square off against the number 6 overall pick, Daniel Jones, and the New York Football Giants. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken at the 3. Oh, twisting away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Cowboys take over with their fourth-year quarterback, Dak Prescott, at the helm. The passing yards a career high last year, close to 3,900, but protection was a problem for Dak Prescott. His 56 sacks taken were 1 fewer than his previous 2 years combined. On the ground, the rookie Mike Weber from Ohio State. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. But we see so many good battles in the NFC East, and Cowboys and Giants, they rarely disappoint. They didn't disappoint last year. Cowboys got the better of the Giants both times. Week 2, 20-13, and then in Week 17, a thriller, 36-35. That was a game where Dak Prescott threw 4 touchdown passes.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback land on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. They'll be led out by the rookie, the 6th overall pick back in April out of Duke, and that's Daniel Jones.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And we take a look now at the New York offense.
And as we all know, in 2018, the New York Giants used the number 2 overall selection to select this running back, Saquon Barkley, and he did not disappoint. A lot of people thought they should take a quarterback, but when a guy gives you 2,028 yards from scrimmage, the most in the NFL, and not only is he Rookie of the Year, but first-team All-Pro, I think that's a wise draft choice.
The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyrone Crawford able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up. And then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help him at contract time.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing Jones, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Jones. Going to throw again. A short throw to Ingram. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. He's going to let this one go for Latimer. That's caught at the 25. It's a great throw right there, and really showed a lot of confidence in his receiver.
He certainly did. Ball was in the air a long time, but he counted on the adjustment that we saw near the end of the play. As that ball was descending, who was going to come down with it? He counted on his guy, and he gambled correctly.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jones throwing again. And he gets it complete to Latimer. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. On 1st and 10, Jones. They're going to Gallman here on the screen. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Wayne Gallman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
They'll run on first down. It's Weber. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott, Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
What we got? What we got?
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Weber. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Play action now. Prescott. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott. Touchdown number 15 of the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, the defensive coverage was good. So good, he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Week 9 wrapping up here tonight at MetLife Stadium. Time to look ahead to Week 10. Thursday Night Football. We'll be heading cross-country tomorrow to get out to the Bay Area. We'll see the Chargers and the Raiders from the East Bay. The Raiders down to 4 more home games. That's it. Left in Oakland. Jones now throwing to start the drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. And this is Latimer, complete. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for the Giants. 56 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, Charlie.
On 2nd and very short. Jones under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I'm going back to you. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Ready?
To throw on 3rd down. Jones got a man, Slayton.
On the ball.
His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
Hey, Urban. Get it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 2nd down.
Ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversion. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Russell Shepard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 1st down, Prescott. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and some room to run now. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the Cowboys' 22.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. First down now, but the clock continues to... Now Brown, oh, he lost the football. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Now on 2nd and 16. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. The 30. Past the 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Prescott on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. Now Weber. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, and he will go down. A Cowboys sack. So we've reached half. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now this throw caught left side. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A run for Weber. Fights through and now a crease. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
On play action, Prescott rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Mike Weber, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Cowboys get a bit closer. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now it's Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Barkley. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. They'll run again here with Gallman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
How about the fellas with this?
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. 59.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll run with Barkley. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Hurry, hurry. Hey, Delta.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on this.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line. 59. Watch the pass. Now.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Here we go. Get it.
They start on the ground with Gallman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And they give this time to the tailback. Gets past one man. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. On the run, it's Barkley. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He won't go down. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short. But give them credit, they were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Giants, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast